challenges do women face if they become a venture capitalist? And obviously you would have faced them if there are any.
Yeah. So Kleiner Perkins, Caulfield and Byers is a very unique place.
Yes.
I'll say that
Yes.
up front.
Yes.
There are 8 women partners here.
Wow.
So I face no problems as a woman, and I'm incredibly grateful to the firm and the founders who, at the end of the day, everything about the firm and the way we do business is based on merit. It is purely a meritocracy.
Fantastic.
And we're gender blind and race and ethnicity blind. I mean, it doesn't matter, and I don't feel any special treatment or special needs here as a partner. I would say that's a unique situation, and it's a privilege to be part of the team here.
Yes.
I was in corporate America before. It wasn't as easy.
Okay.
So I think, it a lot of times you have to select the environment that is friendly. And it may be based on gender friendly, but it also may be based on personality or skill set. But a lot of women, I think, as much as we talked about kind of the emotional connection, when it comes to themselves and figuring out who they want to be around, they're less, I think they're more tolerant of being around people who, maybe not as friendly and, to them or who they are.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
really
so
good point.
it's okay to select.
Yes.
As I'm getting older, I'm being much more selective.
Yes, and not tolerate conditions or people that are not supportive of who we are.
Oh, no question, and I've been in those situations.
Yes.
Every woman has,
Yes,
I would say. Every woman has. And don't tolerate it. That's just the bottom line. You don't have to, because there are a lot of friendly places out there.
Thank you, that's a really good point. What needs to happen, do you think, for venture companies to employ, or venture firms to employ more women venture capitalists? And obviously in this situation, as you said, it's a very different atmosphere, but out there it isn't the same for every firm. So I'm wondering if you have ever had any ideas about, in that overview, what could happen to make it more women friendly?
Yeah, I think, quite frankly, I don't think it's different in venture capital than anywhere else, right?
Okay.
It's just, many businesses have been male-oriented for many years, and the venture capital business is coming around to being, women I've met women partners at firms who have been venture capitalists for 20 plus years. So,
brilliant.
I think the key is, don't be afraid to ask and take a risk. If you really have a passion for backing entrepreneurs and backing new ideas and technology, then venture capital could be a great fit. Make sure that you're accomplished in the area that you want to invest in. And I think that's true for men or women.
Yes.
I can tell you at our firm that every partner has an expertise, a deep expertise in an area in which they're going to invest. And I think that should hold true no matter what firm you work for or in. If you're an expert in your area, you will garner respect.
Yes,
Right?
Yeah,
So,
very good. And also be able to judge the merits on a much more equal playing field with an entrepreneur or a startup.
absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, and
that's
entrepreneurs
perfect.
will be comfortable with you because you bring
Yes.
expertise to the table.
Yes, definitely. Thank you. What qualities and experience are necessary, do you think, for a woman venture capitalist? You've designated that expertise in the area of your speciality is important. Is there anything else that you think to actually be a woman venture capitalist that you would need?
Yeah, so expertise, number 1, 2, and 3. There's no question.
Okay.
The second would be the ability to judge people or have a sense for how to put a team together. Because a lot of sometimes you have investments where there's a fantastic team that walks in the door and everything is great, but that's the exception, not the rule.
Okay.
And so I would say really having spent time in a business or in an environment where you've had to bring people around you and you understand, how the complementary skill sets really work together, I think is very important.
That's great, and that's definitely women's strengths,
Exactly,
obviously.
exactly.
If we're generalising.
Yes.
What is the key from your experience to bridge the gender gap with male venture capitalists, both for women venture capitalists and women entrepreneurs? How would you see that gap being bridged?
Results.
Okay.
I
That
think
women
it's-
have got to produce results?
Yeah.
Yep.
Just like anybody else.
Yeah.
If you produce results, you'll definitely gain the respect of your
Mhm.
colleagues.
Great.
And just don't be. The other thing is, don't be afraid to take risks, because if you're going to produce great results, you have to, by definition, take a lot of risk.
Yeah.
And so go out and take the risk and realize that it's only with the big idea and your conviction behind that and pulling all the right elements, whether it's money, people, the right co-investors, that's how you'll succeed, and we'll gain a lot of respect with
And
success.
that image of the metaphor that you've used of skiing is
Yeah.
fantastic, really. It's certainly stuck with me. That gives us some sort of pragmatic idea about how we can achieve those results.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Thank you
Good.
again, Beth. I really, really appreciate
My
that you've
pleasure.
contributed.
Thank you.